Hello everyone, I'm Joanne and welcome to my craft room. In this video we're going to play with some pencils and the Spring Rain collection from this beautiful House Mouse Designs. I am an affiliate for scrapbook.com, GINA Designs, Spellbinders, and Amazon. All the links are below for the product that I use in this video for you to click on. When you place an order, I do receive a small commission, but that comes at no cost to you. And I really do appreciate you guys clicking on the links and ordering. So thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying my series of these videos. There is a lot that we have launched here at after the 10th of June. Look at how cute this came with these watercolor pencils, and I just found these little embellishments in my drawer. I even used them on the inside of the card. They're really flat, so I thought that that would be okay in the corner. But look how stinking cute those little mice are. Really, really sweet. This is called Spring Rain. Oh, and I did some stenciling right here on the envelope with Bibi Cameron's. This is in her collection. I'll link it below. There's 3 different stencils on here. I really love this stencil. And as you can see, because I really didn't know what to put on the outside of the envelope, and I love to decorate my envelopes, but when I was like, I need something just a little abstract, and this was perfect, absolutely perfect. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and do our envelope first. So I just have some scrap paper here. I'm going to flip this open. I use Neenah envelopes, and everything's linked below for you guys of what's used. So I just put the stencil on there, and I'm just going to use my yellow ink. And oh, these brushes, I'll link these 2 below for you. These are Pinkfresh Studio. I got in my last little spending spree that I went on. I chose these brushes that are 1/4 of an inch, and then I also got the 1/2 inch ones. I'm so happy with the 1/4 of an inch ones for something like this. I wanted to get a small brush. I love to stencil, and I really wanted to get a small brush so that I could get into all these little places and really lay down the color. The other brushes I have that are, you know, the larger ones, they get in here, but they don't put the color into the little dots like I really want it. So I'm very happy. I will say this much. I'm very happy with both of these brushes, the 1/2 inch and this 1/4 inch right here. This is doing exactly what I purchased it for. And you know, I could have really probably stenciled the inside of the card instead of putting embellishments in there, but I thought that was something different to do. So, because I could have always gone across the paper with this stencil, which is always nice, like something, a stamp set like that, where, you know, you're really decorating the outside of the card and putting all of your work really into the outside of it. It's good to have an abstract stencil around to go ahead and decorate. If you're like me, I like to decorate the inside. Look at how pretty that is. The inside and outside of the card. And I'm just going to overlap that just a little bit. And I say this all the time. I use you guys, honest, because if I didn't do this on camera, I would have a stack of unfinished everything. So I hope that me completing the projects inside, outside, and the envelopes, that you follow along with me and get out your inks and do the same thing. Look at that. Just fun, right? On the outside. Okay, so now we have that completed. Let me move that to the side, and let's go ahead and bring the Misty in. Get this out of the way too. So I have my card base here. Oh, this is GINA Designs paper. What's that called? Wild Dandelion, and then I used her black paper also. So I'm using Wild Dandelion from GINA Designs for my card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. The inside piece is 5, is it Did I make it 5 by 3 3/4? I can't remember. Wait a minute. Yeah, 5 by 3 3/4. I couldn't remember if I did 5 1/4 by 4, but I did 5 by 3 3/4. And let's just go ahead and complete the inside of the card. And let's just put these little flowers in here. I thought that they looked so cute, you know, because it's so spring rain, right? We have all these pretty colors. And a little melon here, little coral, and some yellow. And I just made a little edge of 3, which came out perfect. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and glue this on the inside of the card. Oh, I wasn't sure how I was going at this when I turned the camera on, but now I'm really happy. I have the envelope and the inside of the card completed. And like I said, these are pretty flat, so it didn't bother me to put them on the inside. I wouldn't put like jewels in there or something like that. Okay, now the piece of black is cut at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. We're going to get that really skinny border. And then the white is 5 1/4 by 4. So let's go ahead and open this up. And the first thing I'm going to do is place this, because I'm on red rubber, let's remove everything from the inside. So the first thing I want to do is my sentiment. So I'm going to put this at the top here of my mini Misty. I'm telling you, I've really been getting a lot of use out of this mini Misty. I think I almost look at it as just a large block, and I use it constantly. I didn't realize that I was going to get that much use out of it. Friends make the world beautiful, and I think I'm using it so much because it is the mini. So I'm just going to kind of center that and put it to the bottom. You want to stamp, if you're going to do this type of a card front, you want to stamp this first. Stamp your sentiment first. I have my heat tool over here because I've re-inked this ink pad, and it is, oh look, my Friends is up. Let's see. Let me move that a little bit down. Okay. And we always have side 2, right? And I also cut another one over here. Just in case. Just in case. Are we going to be okay there, or do I have... Let me get that other piece. Yeah. Just in case I did. I was like, I'm just going to cut another one. Because of the black ink. Okay. There's that. Close that. Let's hope for the best. Yeah, I'm going to say that's okay. I'll just do that once. Good enough. Yeah, that's, I don't know, maybe it needs a little bit more. Just one more. I always say one more, and then watch, I'll have to cut it out. Now that did make it look a little bit better, but I still think that Friends is just, this is up. I have to admit that. I'm adjusting it on my thing. Let me just move that. Let's move this other one back in. Okay, let's see how this one comes. Trial and error. Oh yes, now that is totally straight. Okay, we'll use this one. Totally straight, actually. It doesn't even need another coat. We're good. Okay, now what I want to do now is move my paper down, and I'm going to take my, oh they're so sweet, stamp and put it right above those words. See, you have to remember, there is a little blank space right here, so you have room, okay? There is room there. Let me move that out there. I hope that can, let me see. Just a second. It might be ink, but let's see how we do. I think we're going to be okay. I really do, because there's a lot going on here. And then there's always gems. We can put them everywhere. Or flowers or whatever. embellishments. Okay, right there. Okay, now close that. Love it. Now I'm going to ink it up. I love that the door on the Misty is flat on my surface. There's no bouncing. I'm going to close it. Rub my hand over it. Oh, it came out great. A little bit right there. Oh, that's wonderful. A little here. See, look where you don't transfer ink. Give it another pounce because the ink is still on that stamp. Okay, just give it another pounce until you have, see, I knew that that was going to be okay. That you have it okay. And I am going to go over it one more time. So like you want to really deplete the ink that's already on the stamp without smushing. Because smushing can make the stamp like get wide and then it gets blurry. So, you know, just trial and error, but I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, that's wonderful. Right there in the center. I'm going to look, I think, right up there on the flower. Yep. Oh, we're good. Oh, that came out wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Very happy with that. Okay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and close the black ink. I'm spraying a little alcohol on my hands over here just to make sure that I get the black ink off of my hands. Okay, there we go. And now I am going to take my heat tool, and you don't have to do this, but it's just because I'm on camera and I'm afraid that this could be a little wet. So I'm just going to dry it. You know, just run a little heat over it. It's not like we're embossing or anything that things have to, you know, turn a certain color or anything. Just add a little heat to that ink right there to help it out. Okay, there we go. And did you also see, because it was warping a little bit, I took the heat tool and I went to the back, and then it's just flattened itself right out. And then if you want it to come the other way, just bring the heat to the other side. And you know, you can manipulate the paper like that. Okay, now, any pencils that you have. Now, okay, the last card that we did, take a look at this. This was with the alcohol markers. They are very bold, vivid, okay, and the pencils are light and just so sweet, right? But it's a great color. Again, I left my mice alone. I left their little bodies alone. So we want to come down here and color the grass. Okay, do not take pains with this at all. I just came through here and did a bunch of coloring because you're going to watch this page just absolutely pop and come alive with each and every color that I add. There's a little foot there. But I'm not, as you see, I'm not taking any pains on coloring, I promise you, because the black where it is stamped is seriously doing some work for you with shading and coloring. So see how that bottom, the green is just, wow. So it's wonderful. You can always go back over it if you want to. Coloring with pencils like this, where I'm not using any water, is really fast. I'm going to go ahead and get my water droplets, just using a little blue here. And I'm just going to try to figure out where all of them are. They're so sweet. They've dropped them on the daisies, and it really makes it look cute when you put the yellow with it. So just like that, let's come over here. I think there's a little drop right there. And here. I think that was pretty cool of the artist, whoever, you know, not invented, but whoever created this right here. It was, I think it was just a really cool move to put the drops on the flowers. It really makes them stand out, honest. Wait till you see when I color it. I'm not going to break away. We're going to color all of this together. So maybe you have something to drink, or, you know, you've got your feet propped up, and you, I don't know, I enjoy watching other people color. I think it's soothing. This is fast too. I got to see where I think there might be. I think that's a foot. Okay, and that's a foot. And here's a droplet. Come through here. I got those little guys. I think this is one right here. For sure. Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to color the tops of my daisies with just a little brown. Now these are, oh, there's a drop. These are watercolor pencils. So, you know, if I was on watercolor paper, I could go ahead and put a little bit of water to them and let everything blur, which looks really, really cool. Honest, it does. But I also love the look of a nice color with pencil. Now I'm going to do the little stems here, brown. I'm not going to do them green because of this green down here. I just didn't want too much. So I decided that they were going to be this brownish color like the tops. So cute. Let's see. I decided that my little guys were going to be, except for their ears, are going to be pink. They're going to be coral color little feet, which are in the pinkish family, just like a different tone of pink, where I want it to be a little bit different than the inside of the ears, because they're really cute. I never thought I would say that mice feet are cute, but these little things, there's just something about these little mice that are very, very sweet. I'm going to come back in there with a little bit of green too. And as you can see, as I'm just going here, I know you're watching this absolutely pop and come alive with a cute little scene that we've got going on here. Back of the little foot. That's so cute. Little hands. And you know, you might want to stamp a few of these if you're going to make a few cards and put a movie on and just color everything. Because I think that's one of the greatest things that you can do with crafting. Even die cutting, sometimes well, I've got the TV here in the craft room. I put it on the computer, and I've always got something playing while I'm crafting. And a lot of times it's, you know, a show or a movie that I'm already very familiar with, so that I just listen. There was a little dot right there. And let's go to the yellow. And let's see, wait a minute. I want to do its little pink ears. I just think they're so cute. Just like that. And its little nose. We'll make that pink. And its little tongue. Are you watching these guys just like come alive? Isn't that sweet? So here's this little ear. And like I said, I'm not shading anything. The black that's on this stamp seriously does it for you. And you don't have to worry about it. Let me get its little nose here. And this little nose. So cute. Okay, now let's go for our flowers. So these I take no pains with whatsoever. I call this, oh, I see a blue, I see a blue. I call this scribble coloring. I literally just go around the outside of it and scribble it up in the middle. And if there's some white space, that's okay. Because that's the way, you know, a daisy's going to be. It's going to have some color variations. And so I guess you can see me, right? Yeah, I always wonder, because I'm left-handed, I look through the camera, if you guys can see what I'm doing. So I think like leaving a little bit of white shades everything nicely. And gives it depth. Isn't that awesome? Look at that first one compared to these other guys. As soon as you do the petals on the daisy, you all of a sudden, it doesn't matter about everything else, just comes together, and this is the part that really makes this card. And like I said, I'm not putting any kind of water or anything to this. I'm just using my pencils and coloring and just enjoying it. I think there's a little brown right up through here. Yes. Right there. Okay. So yeah, as I'm coming down through here, if I find something I miss, I quickly correct it. I missed a little paw right here. See, and that's nice that that's that little color right there. I'm going to go with green here because it's not this brownish color. It's like the underneath of the brown. So I'm figuring that might be greenery in through there of the daisy. And now yellow. And look at how stinking cute our card is. Easy peasy, right? Easy peasy coloring. I'm making sure that I got everybody that I wanted to get. Yep. Now let's go ahead and mount this to the black piece. Which, like I said, the black is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Oh, there's our boo-boo. And the white is 5 1/4 by 4. We'll put that right there. Okay. Oh, that came out so cute. Now, let's get our card base and put that yellow right behind it, and it just pulls it all together, right? Just having those little layers, small little layers of color. We'll put our flowers on, our embellishments, and enjoy the day, right? Well, actually, it's like 6:30 of the evening here. I've made 3 videos. I've designed 3 cards, made 3 videos, posted projects, put videos together, timed them on YouTube. I worked all day in the craft room today, so which is good. That is a good day for me. Okay, let's decorate. So I have a little dot right there of black. I see it. I want to put a little one there. We're going to come over here, and I'm going to do a little blue. And then a little coral looking, just to pick up the colors here. Use any embellishments that you have if you can pick them up. I will put this guy right here. Okay, then let's see. Then let's do a little blue up here. I want 3 sets of color. I want 3 in 3 sets. Now let's see, where should I put that other set of color? Maybe here? No, maybe in here, and through here. Yep. Let's do a big blue one. Ooh, that's good. I finished up all the yellow ones. That's good. Excuse me. And this one right about there. Wonderful. Absolutely too cute. Thank you so much for hanging in here with me and enjoying making all of these cute little cards from the House Mouse Designs. This is Spellbinders with House Mouse Designs. And this one is called Spring Rain. All the links are below for you to place an order. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.